welcome back.
Yeah.
Here at the Dogcast, episode 35 or something from the Midwest Gaming Classic.
35.
We've been crushing
in the last
today.
hour.
In the last 15 minutes.
Woo! It's
We
got a
have-
whirlwind.
Two more excellent guests here.
Yes. Welcome to the Dogcast.
We're here at the Dogcast. And I am actually doing the hair of the dog right now. This is not Gatorade.
Confirmed. Can smell it from here.
That's right. Yeah. We won't ask questions.
Tell the folks who you are.
So I'm Jeffrey Wittenhagen. I'm a published author. I have 12 books published on retro gaming. Also have my own podcast that we've been running for 5 years. So anyways, I'm the guy that had the Virtual Boy book go viral. Like, I did a 1-week Kickstarter for April Fool's Day.
And I hear it went through.
About
Are you
450% funded, something like that.
kidding? What'd you put up? What was the goal?
I put like $2,000 to give me a small print run. And like the thing went well over like beyond expectations.
Oh my!
And
yeah.
it's super cool. And of course it's black with red text on it, so it's going to hurt your eyes just like the
rather
Virtual Boy.
read about it than play it.
Yeah. Well, and the best part was the shit talkery from people online. They're like, you should put that pause screen that you get after you play the Virtual Boy for like 15 minutes. So after you finish the license, there's a pause button page.
Oh, really?
Like,
Nice.
why wouldn't I put that in?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and everyone's like, how can you get 100 pages on the Virtual Boy? And I tell them, well, now it's 150 pages. And besides for the 20 or so games on the Virtual Boy, there's also like homebrew, aftermarket, unreleased games that all have physical releases.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And they're really rare. So it's like, from a collector's perspective, there's a lot to talk about with the Virtual Boy.
There's probably now more homebrew games than there were actual released games
like,
for them.
I think 3 times. 3 times
crazy.
amount.
So
And-
Jeffrey, I picked up this book from you earlier today, and I had a good look at it, and it's a Nintendo compendium book, and I'm flipping through it, and I see Final Fantasy VII. Wait a sec. And there's just an awesome selection of homebrew games.
Yeah.
You talk to the homebrewers, they have like biographies in there. Fascinating, awesome stuff. I want to read about the like Castlevania like weird ones that people made, or the Zeldas. It's very awesome you concluded those.
And so that was my 3rd book on the Nintendo.
Yeah.
First I did the complete NES, which I hit a new milestone. Somebody got my book cover tattooed on them.
Are you serious?
The one that's actually drawn by the Garbage Pail Kids guy of me.
yeah.
Wow.
Of me.
That's my childhood.
It's on his arm. I was like, that's awesome. So that was my first one with just license. Then I went NES Oddities, which is all the weird and wild homebrew stuff, all that stuff.
Sure.
And then this is a compendium of personal stories. And I dug into the hacks and stuff that wouldn't have fit the purview of the other books.
Okay,
And stuff
yeah.
like Final Fantasy VII, which then had a fan hack to make it in English, make it so it's playable, so the first battle doesn't take 45 minutes, and then you do another battle for another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's the original.
Yeah.
And then they redid all the graphics to make it look more like the PlayStation version. So like that
Oh,
game
wow.
itself is just amazing, and that book is filled with that stuff. Plus interviews with people making new games on Nintendo.
Yeah.
Beautiful book.
Like crazy.
And you're going to be working on one with our other friend here.
With this guy. So introduce yourself.
Yep, I'm JP from JP Switchmania. I'm 24/7 Nintendo Switch. I'm addicted. I'm a big collector. I have over 550 physical games. There's not even that many different ones, but collectors variants, second printings, misprintings, imports, whatnot. I collect it. And then, I run a website. I interview people in the industry. We do reviews on upcoming games, new games, old games for the Switch. Our YouTube channel that also does unboxing of collector's editions because nobody wants to ever open them, so I do that. And then on
I like
Twitter,
watching them though.
exactly, they're fun. And then on Twitter, I just do daily postings to let everybody know what's coming out, what the deals are, and just engage with the Switch community. So it's been a lot of fun, and I've been doing that since last August.
And so what are the thoughts going into making this book here?
Yeah, I'm very excited.
So
yeah,
the book
you can start.
idea was like, so last year for April Fools, it always starts out with a joke. I said, I'm going to do a complete Switch book, and everyone's like, it's not complete. That was the joke. And then everybody wanted the thing, and it got crazy. And so, obviously, just hearing him talk, he's the go-to guy when it comes to collecting for the Switch.
That's true.
So my idea was,
Yes.
I'm modest.
Yes.
I'm
of
modest.
course, yeah. I'm a badass, basically. Yeah. But I was like, if we're gonna do a Switch collector book, I want to do it more akin to like these other more graphical books. So instead of doing a collector's book where I have multiple games on one page, it's like, let's do 2 to 8 pages for every Switch game.
Okay. Wow.
So like Breath of the Wild has 8 pages.
I'm sure they're going to be beautifully done.
Oh yeah.
The art you get in these books are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like ridiculous. So we're gonna cover volume 1 will be the first year. The second year, as you all have seen, has exploded. So I doubt I can go under 500 pages with all of 2018. So volume 2 will be wherever it gets to.
Okay.
And we'll work on it. We got a lot of ideas for cool stretch goals, like a full arcade that the custom arcade guys will make. They can put the Switch in, but like a legit arcade cabinet.
Oh, really?
You can put, you can put the Joy-Cons.
You
one
put the
and two.
Joy-Cons in the actual console.
Yep.
Like cool stuff. Like
That's
little,
cool, yeah.
little treasure chests that you can put the games in, so you don't have to keep in the cases. You actually put it in the treasure chest.
Okay, that's really awesome.
Like
yeah.
cool stuff like that. That just something that I would want. So that's why I make it. Everything I make is something I would want.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely.
Other people want it too, probably. So.
Yeah. Are most of your books from Kickstarter? Is that where you got your start?
So I went to Kickstarter crowdfunding because I met Joe Simcoe, the Garbage Pail Kids guy, without realizing who he was. We were just talking.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, I would love to do a Nintendo piece. And then when that happened, I'm like, I should probably crowdfund this because it's going to be way bigger than I can imagine to do a print run out of pocket. So then I found Kickstarter at the time. This was, back in 2013.
Right.
And I found Kickstarter, and I went there and it went viral. And so Kickstarter, more so than raising the funds, is just to get the word out there.
Yeah.
And then I can offer things, and it's a safe way people can also support.
Sure.
And then they already released like multiple books, so they know what's coming out. So there's no like, even with the Virtual Boy book, I put 2020 on the thing, but it's coming out. Like I wrote the whole license one last weekend. Like it's not that big of a thing.
14.
I wrote it in an afternoon.
Wrote it in an afternoon. But I also am very, very I would say I get things done very efficiently. I'm very efficient when it comes to when I do write, because I work a full-time job 80 hours a week too. And I have a family, so and I do the podcast every once in a blue moon.
I'm a full-time drunk, and it takes a lot out on me.
I do that too.
Yeah.
So, all of the things, and then I work on books too. So that's when I sleep, and I said sleep's for the week.
So is
And you have beautiful books to show for it.
Thank you.
Yes. You guys come to a lot of conventions then?
So I used to. Before because my job picks up every once in a while, every 2 to 3 years, my job picks up and gets crazy. This is the crazy part.
speaking my language.
So now I'm slowing things down. I'm going about 4 this year. I went to Cali. I went to this one. I'm gonna do a couple in Texas because that's where I'm currently living. I went to 14 one year.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen
Talk
you guys
about
here.
full-time job.
I think this is my 6th year here.
Oh, really?
Every time I'm selling with them at the merch booth and stuff. So it's,
Yeah, you're in an excellent location. That's the first thing everyone sees.
it's awesome is what it is. It's really cool.
Got that
And Dan's
zone 1
awesome
money.
here.
Yeah.
How about you, Jonathan?
This is my first convention. Jeff invited me out. I think I was mentioning before, but I was supposed to come out 2 years ago. I got to the airport. I was in front of my gate. They canceled the flight 20 minutes before we were supposed to board, so I missed out. Then last year I couldn't. But then Jeff invited me out to start talking about the Switch book, and
You're gonna be stuck
I
in
know a
Milwaukee
few people.
forever.
You're
from the
never
industry
leaving
here.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm never leaving. Apparently there's a blizzard
out there.
outside
It's the
right
same
now.
as Jersey. It really is.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
It's a light, fluffy snow.
I'm
This isn't
living
scary
here now.
snow. Yeah. I got a couple of couches. You guys
Perfect.
are more than welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, I got a Switch. I don't have as many games.
That's okay. I brought a few.
He brought them all.
I brought them all.
Everyone.
So,
Yeah.
so Jeff, the writing thing, has this been a hobby? Is this something you do? Do you write for a living? Or
So, because it went viral, it had to become more than an easy hobby. It's
had
still
you wanted to?
It's still
write?
a hobby.
Okay.
Yeah, and I started writing for VG Masters Club back in the day. Hit
Okay.
1 million hits a day. I wrote a code.
wow.
I wrote code for emulation in a browser that people stole and now monetize. I did that back in the day. I didn't monetize it because it's not legal. So
Created Farmville.
But for real. But the thing was is that I was writing about hidden gaming gems on my site, and I loved it. And then when the website went away, I'm like, well, this is not forever. So I started doing the books, and I'm like, if one person likes what I'm doing, I'll keep doing it for a while. And like, it's been ridiculous, thousands and thousands of people.
That's crazy.
It's
That's
went
awesome.
crazy. So I mean, I'll continue to do it, but it got so big, I had to incorporate, become an LLC. I have a warehouse. Like I'm a full publishing company.
Right.
And while I'm still working full
One-man
time,
publishing company.
I got like more than that. I think 7 employees now. Or something. Yeah.
Another one?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe hit me up.
All right.
Jonathan, how much of your Switch collection have you gotten through? Have you beaten all?
Oh no, not at all.
Have you opened all of them?
Yeah, no.
No.
I don't keep them sealed to sell them one day. I just keep them sealed because I'm not going to open them until I play them again. But with 2 kids and a full-time job and then JP Switchmania, now a book, I kind of just open what I'm playing at the time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
try and
makes
stick to just 2 games at a time. So
Smart.
99.9999% of my collection is still sealed.
Okay.
But it looks
Yeah.
nice. Looks nice.
I'm trying to give get with him to make sure that we start like a online playcast on his YouTube channel where we play a game for the book live while people watch.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me open the games now.
Great idea.
Yeah.
That'd be a good way to get people pumped. Maybe if they have the right comment, it might work its way in somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and I absolutely, that's another thing that I've, with the books is people can write in the book. So you're gonna notice when you flip through the book that I didn't write everything. Some of them are
I saw a lot
backers
of
on
other authors and
Kickstarter.
stuff, yeah.
And some of them are buddies I know from YouTube, and then they're like, hey, I'll give you a shout out, like whatever you do,
that's
cool.
I saw John Hancock, I saw Riggs in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've roomed with Riggs.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's some fun stuff, right? I'm gonna tell some crazy stories.
I bet.
We've acquired some crazy stories just the past 2 days here.
Yes.
I can imagine.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have a few as well.
Yeah.
We met these guys at the after party last night.
Yeah, we were at the after party. That was round 2 of the. No, that was round 1 of the after party. That was when there was shirtless Kung Lao karaoke.
Yeah, I was there.
And him
There's
too.
shirtless Dogcast karaoke.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
There was definitely shirtless Dogcast karaoke.
The video
as
is
well.
terrifying. It's okay. I think
It's gone viral
We didn't
now.
do the worm, so
You don't take your shirt off and not expect to deal with the consequences.
That's right.
Yeah, we were able to dissipate the dance floor.
So when are we thinking the book's going to be coming out?
So the idea is to launch the Kickstarter this summer.
Okay.
As for coming out, it all depends on production and all of that. But I don't like to take more than a couple months, and I don't like, besides for that April Fool's joke that was the Virtual Boy book, I like to have it completely written beforehand, so that way it's just the contributor parts I gotta add to it to expand it, and then done. It's out.
Makes sense.
Because it could still take 2 months after the Kickstarter when it's done.
You guys want to get out there, websites, your podcast, where can they find you?
Yeah. Want to go first?
I'm at HagensAlley.com. Hagen, Hagen, like Hogan's Alley.
Exactly.
Hagen's Alley. That was all my wife. She came up with the idea.
Thanks, dear.
And then my podcast is Video Game Bullshit. Our last episode was we interviewed the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
which
really?
came
Nice.
full circle from episode 1 because it was Has the Angry Video Game Nerd Jumped the Shark?
Oh, yeah.
And we got a lot of flack from that from the community, but James was like, oh, what'd you talk about? And we said how much we liked and how it changed. And so we talked about that in episode 100.
Oh, really?
with
That's
him.
awesome.
So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
Right.
Check that out.
So yeah, that's where we're at. We're taking a siesta as we always do. We recorded that interview with James in 2017, released it just now.
Okay.
And then for me, you type in JP Switchmania anywhere, you'll probably find me. My website is JP Switchmania. On Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, type in JP Switchmania, you'll find me. I live on there, so if you collect for the Switch, if you like the Switch, if you want to know more about the Switch, come talk to me.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming on. Thanks
for having us.
the work
Thanks
you
a lot,
guys are
guys.
doing. I appreciate it. Yeah. We're going to see you at the next convention, and we're going to have a good
forward to
time
it.
again. Yeah.
We'll always have a good time.
Thank you guys so much. And you've been watching here on the Dogcast. Follow us on Twitter, @HotDogcast. Thank you, gentlemen.
Bye.
It has been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Signing off.